Aries. According to the signs brought by the movements of nature, Aries today may exhibit a combative yet just attitude. Naturally, Aries does not easily give up, especially when standing firm on what they know is right. In the workplace, they are energetic and act swiftly, but every move is made with discipline. Challenges don't scare them. Instead, these trials serve as fuel to prove their worth. Within the family, they are thoughtful, ready to listen and support their loved ones. Though not always vocal with emotions, they show care through action. Today, they may feel a strong desire to resolve long-standing matters, whether misunderstandings or pending responsibilities. And remember, the works of nature are beyond compare. Things arrive suddenly, so always be cautious. Taurus. According to the signs brought by the movements of nature, Taurus today may exhibit a calm demeanor but with firm conviction. They often choose not to get involved in conflict and instead quietly fulfill their part. When it comes to money matters, they are naturally cautious and avoid impulsive decisions. At work, they are dependable and rarely complain, yet they know how to set healthy boundaries to maintain self-respect. At home, they bring stability and peace to those around them, thanks to their gentle manner and caring treatment. Today, they might feel inspired to tend to their inner environment, perhaps by cleaning their home or organizing life plans. And remember, the works of nature are beyond compare. Things arrive suddenly, so always be cautious. Gemini. According to the signs brought by the movements of nature, Gemini today may show a playful yet deep-minded nature. Their openness to new ideas is heightened now, which could spark changes in their plans. At work, they're easy to get along with but possess sharp instincts for quick problem solving. Within the family, they love to bring laughter and joy, yet they can be serious when the situation calls for it. Today, they may favor meaningful conversations over shallow small talk. They might also feel a stronger urge to write, read, or listen to music to bring calm to their mind. And remember, the works of nature are beyond compare. Things arrive suddenly, so always be cautious. Cancer. According to the signs brought by the movements of nature, Cancer today may be extra sensitive but deeply caring. Their natural compassion for family may shine through, as well as their patience in caring for loved ones. At work, they don't complain unnecessarily but instead quietly fulfill their duties. They tend to avoid engaging in unproductive discussions that don't benefit the group. At home, they desire peace and love, and they often serve as the mediator in misunderstandings. Today, they might be more introspective, quieter, deeper in thought, and seeking silence. And remember, the works of nature are beyond compare. Things arrive suddenly, so always be cautious. Leo. According to the signs brought by the movements of nature, Leo today may show humility but still possess a powerful presence. Although leadership comes naturally to them, today they may choose to listen before speaking. At work, they carry themselves gracefully, not arrogant, but fully aware of when action is needed. In the family, their care is expressed through their willingness to help, even in the smallest ways. Today, they may lean toward quiet but meaningful moments. Rather than get caught up in noise and chaos, they'll seek peaceful surroundings to think and plan. And remember, the works of nature are beyond compare. Things arrive suddenly, so always be cautious. Virgo. According to the signs brought by the movements of nature, Virgo today may show a systematic and patient approach to every detail. Their meticulous nature becomes more apparent, from cleaning the house to organizing work documents. They don't overlook the small things, for they believe that the big picture depends on these. At home, they are reliable with household chores and always think of ways to improve family life. In dealing with others, they choose their words carefully and avoid sudden remarks that may hurt someone's feelings. Today, their skill in planning and ability to find order amidst chaos will shine. And remember, the works of nature are beyond compare. Things arrive suddenly, so always be cautious. Libra. Today, guided by the movements of nature, Libra shows heightened sensitivity and excellent interpersonal skills. You may naturally become the mediator in situations of conflict, often serving as the bridge to reconciliation. At work, you are calm and know when to speak and when to remain silent. At home, you prioritize balance. You avoid chaos and noise, making every effort to maintain a peaceful and harmonious environment. In financial matters, you are not impulsive with spending and you plan wisely for the future. You are naturally attuned to the feelings of others, always thinking before you speak to avoid causing harm. Reminder: the workings of nature are undeniable. Things can happen suddenly, so always remain cautious. Scorpio. Today, guided by the movements of nature, Scorpio demonstrates immense courage and unwavering resolve in the face of challenges. You do not get swayed by gossip or deception. Instead, you observe quietly and make wise decisions. At work, your focus is deep, rarely distracted, and your contributions greatly benefit your team's progress. At home, you're alert to your surroundings and not easily fooled. In emotional matters, you prefer to show love through actions rather than words. When it comes to finances, you tend to save quietly and are always prepared for any eventual need. Reminder: the workings of nature are undeniable. Things can happen suddenly, so always remain cautious. Sagittarius. Today, guided by the movements of nature, Sagittarius is full of energy and inspiration, radiating optimism to those around them. You have a natural ability to uplift others, especially during difficult times. At work, you're creative and quick-witted, often coming up with solutions others may not see. At home, you bring joy with your lively presence and love to make your loved ones smile. In handling money, you're not stingy, though you set limits when it comes to indulgence. You're unafraid to try new things and are willing to learn from mistakes as part of personal growth. Reminder: the workings of nature are undeniable. Things can happen suddenly, so always remain cautious. Capricorn. Today, guided by the movements of nature, Capricorn displays strong discipline and a serious approach to responsibilities. At work, you never neglect your duties and always put obligations first before leisure. With your natural strength and dedication, you often earn the respect of others in your profession. At home, you are dependable and lead your family with structure and care. In financial matters, you invest wisely and resist temporary pleasures in favor of long-term gains. In relationships, you are loyal and can be relied on during difficult times. Reminder: the workings of nature are undeniable. Things can happen suddenly, so always remain cautious. Aquarius. Today, guided by the movements of nature, Aquarius brings forward fresh perspectives and innovative ideas that could transform current situations. You have a natural intelligence and openness to diverse viewpoints. At work, you often contribute unique solutions others might overlook. At home, you are broad-minded and rarely get upset. Logic often guides your reactions more than emotion. In finances, you know how to use technology to grow your resources. In love, you are drawn to someone who also thinks deeply and shares your intellectual curiosity. Reminder: the workings of nature are undeniable. Things can happen suddenly, so always remain cautious. Pisces. Today, guided by the movements of nature, Pisces shines in emotional intelligence and genuine care for others. You easily empathize with those around you, making you the go-to person when problems arise. At work, you're cooperative and deeply considerate of your team's well-being. At home, you are affectionate and naturally connect with children and elders. In finances, you're capable of restraint even when tempted to spend, because you hold firm to your dreams and long-term goals. Emotionally, your love is enduring and you don't tire easily from giving. Reminder: the workings of nature are undeniable, things can happen suddenly, so always remain cautious.